Hey everybody, Aaron here. I want to talk to you about operating systems. And in particular, I want to talk about what operating system I chose for myself and what I use on a daily basis and why. So I use what is called Manjaro i3. And there are many versions of Manjaro, as each one, the distinctive item related to each operating system is the desktop environment that they will support. So you can get one with XFCE, you can get one with GNOME, you can get i3 Window Manager, KDE Plasma. There is a whole bunch of different desktop environments that can fit your needs. I particularly like i3, which is a tiling window manager. What a tiling window manager does is it allows you to split up your screen based on the amount of real estate you need for each application by a percentage. So I can open up Firefox and it will take 100% of the screen. And then if I need to open up a terminal, then Firefox takes up 50% of the screen and the terminal opens up to 50% of the screen, and so on and so forth. So if you've been watching any of my other videos, you're going to see my tiling window manager in action. I find i3 to be one of the best window managers you can possibly use. However, it is considered a quote unquote advanced window manager, and some people like them and some people do not. So my choice of operating system is Manjaro Linux, and I use Linux on a daily basis. However, in addition to using Linux, I have access to a Windows box which I run off of an Amazon EC2 instance. That Amazon EC2 instance runs a copy of Microsoft Windows Server, and from there I run all of the digital forensics tools that only run under Windows. I run them off of that system so that I have access to that at all times. I don't run Windows inside of my house, and I don't have a Windows computer that I can use locally. I can borrow one, and I can use Windows locally if necessary, but I personally don't have my own Windows computer that's local to me. Everything that I do is Linux. In addition to that, I was issued a Macintosh computer. However, I have SSH set up on that, and I do all of my work via the terminal on that Macintosh computer whenever I need to work on that system. I would expect within the next year and a half to maybe 2 years, I'll be sunsetting that Mac and then switching over to an issued EC2 instance that I will handle remotely as well instead of using the Macintosh. So, do I use multiple operating systems? Absolutely, I do. The multiple operating systems are everything from Linux, Unix, Macintosh to Microsoft Windows. In addition to that, I SSH into machines that are located all over the planet. I have computers that I can access in Southeast Asia, in the United States, in South America, and in places like Europe and other places. Uh, I like the fact that my ability to work and my ability to function as a developer or as somebody who's going to be writing code or doing any kind of systems management or anything like that, my workflow is the same no matter what system I work on, no matter where it is located within the entire planet. I can gain access to those systems via tools like SSH, and then I am ready to work and ready to do whatever it is that I need to do. So I personally really like my workflow and how I use my systems. Um, I don't dual boot. I don't think I have dual booted since I was a small kid. I was approximately 10 or 11 years old, I think, the last time I dual booted, and right around that 11 or 12-year-old range, I switched over to Linux pretty much full time, and I've used Linux ever since. I have a fantastic Linux story that someday maybe I'll tell. Maybe I'll make another video called My Linux Journey or something like that. But one of the other questions that was asked to me is, what do you think about learning an additional operating system? I think it's a good idea. The most important thing that you can do when choosing an operating system is pick the one that is going to get you paid and help you to take care of your family. What do you need in order to support yourself? And that should always be your number one concern. How do you take care of yourself and how do you take care of your family? And your operating system is an extension of that. So if you work at a Windows shop that requires the use of Windows and you need to get good at Windows so that you can continue to get paid and make money and put food on the table, then you do Windows. I do Linux. I have used Linux. I have trajectoried my career towards Linux and Unix, and that is where I want to stay, and those are the systems that I want to use, and by the grace, I am able to do that. And so that is why that operating system combination is so important to me and why I like to share this information. I love Unix and Linux and open source software, and I have been enamored with FreeBSD since I was a very young man. And I first saw a FreeBSD box set at Best Buy or CompUSA. I can't remember which one it was, but I was at a big box computer store as a young man, and they had the FreeBSD box, and it had the picture with the little demon with the pitchfork, and I was blown away when I picked that thing up and found out this is an operating system and how cool that was. So pick the operating system you need to make your money. If you want to learn additional operating systems, I absolutely recommend it. And remember, pretty much no knowledge is wasted knowledge. If you can learn more about a certain system or a method of doing business or whatever, all of those things can potentially help you. But for me, it's Linux. My desktop environment is the i3 Window Manager in combination with a handful of other tools to support it. And from there, the rest is history. So thank you for watching this, and I can't wait to hear about what kind of systems you are using, what kind of operating systems you like, and leave me a comment in addition to this video, as well as everywhere else that you see this video. Tell me about the operating systems that you use. I can't wait to hear more. Thank you.